What's going on, everybody? K-Cam here, and it is now August 25th, meaning that it is my birthday, and it's also 2 years. It's the 2-year anniversary of the 30 Bomb birthday videos. So 30 Bomb birthday part 1 and part 2. Don't know where part 2 is. It's probably highlighted somewhere on Twitch that I can upload again, but I don't know what happened to it on my YouTube channel. But part 1 is a video that I still go back and watch all the time, and this gameplay is a CTF you don't see normally on my channel. You normally see hardpoint just because it's so fast-paced and more entertaining. But this is a CTF, so you can sort of see the more strategical and all that side of our team, and you can also see, like, I go insanely off. This is off host. We're all 3-barring, and I just go insanely off. And you'll see at the end, you can compare everyone else's kills to mine. It's just crazy. So, anyways. 2 years ago, like I said, I uploaded a couple videos from my stream called 30 Bomb Birthdays Part 1 and 2. And Part 1, I've seen tons of times, probably over 30 times. And I just watched it again midnight today when it actually like turned my birthday around 12:15-ish. I mean, I was born at 5:09 in the morning, but at 12:15-ish, you know, it's technically my day of birth. So I was watching the video, and I was just like, things are so much different now, and it kind of inspired me to make this video. And yeah, I know in the past, like, I've talked about this a lot, but I also have a lot of new people to my channel that don't know this as much. So if you want to, like, kind of know more about the whole story on the God Squad and whatnot, I have tons of videos up on my channel. You can go back and watch them. I know you can find a lot of them. I will probably link the 30 Bomb Birthday Part 1 in the description below. If you guys want to go check that out, I would. It's a great video. It's a super close game, and it's back in Call of Duty Ghosts, so you can get a little bit of a nostalgia from it with boots on the ground and whatnot. But just I realized, like, watching that video, every single time I watch it, I've never had the same team chemistry with another roster. So the closest it was probably with Tizzy. But I've just never felt as comfortable with the roster as I have with Maniac and Nitro. And, like, it's actually crazy how much I miss teaming with Nitro and how much I miss teaming with Maniac. Now, Maniac, he's replaceable. I don't want to sound like a jerk, but he's definitely a person that, you know, there are more than one person like him. But Nitro, I have the relationship with him that he's my uncle, and he's 6 months older than me. We both have the same interests, and it's such a great relationship that we had, that we were basically brothers, and we still sort of are. We don't talk to each other as much anymore, and video games has always been like that one thing that, not really that one thing, but that thing that we do together, that's how we bonded. Since he lives like an hour away from me, that's how we bonded. And now that I don't team with him, I really miss teaming with him a lot, and I miss the entertainment and the personality and the attitude that he brought to the team. And it kind of chokes me up to look back at teaming with Nitro and with Maniac and just seeing how things were back then and comparing them to now, because they're so different, and it kind of chokes me up to just kind of like looking back at all that stuff back then. So I mean, I'm not trying to say like it's hard to look back, because it's not hard to look back. I enjoy looking back. That's why I've seen the video like 30 plus times, because I enjoy looking back. And I'm just the kind of person that I live too much in the past, and I don't really know how to fix that. And just I've never had the chemistry with another team. Like Maniac, we were kind of shaky at the start with our relationship, but after that, like, our team chemistry started to just mesh once Maniac and I stopped butting heads. Our team chemistry just, like, we just meshed together. We meshed together so well, and we just fit. Everything just fit. Our roles fit. Our relationships with each other, our friendships, everything just fit, and it was so perfect. And I just haven't had that since then. And like I said, Tizzy probably the closest thing, but the only thing with Tizzy was that he had much more of an ego than Maniac did. And Maniac, after a while, he took that backseat to me. He took the backseat, let me be the main slayer. He admitted, like, I was the best player on the team. He knew it. And Tizzy was always like that person where he kind of had the idea, like, no, I'm the best person. This guy gets carried by me. And he may know more than me, but I'm still a better player. And up until Black Ops, well, obviously up until Black Ops 3, but a little bit into Black Ops 3, it took us a while when we were teaming for him to finally kind of get over that personality, but then by that time it was too late because Nitro restricted our playing time too much. So it's just, on top of the chemistry, we were winning. We won a lot, and that's something I haven't done with any roster besides Tizzy. So the only difference with winning with Tizzy and winning with Maniac is that winning with Maniac, we enjoyed it much more. Winning with Tizzy, that's what we were there for. With Maniac, it was like more so we loved playing together, we loved winning, but most of all, we really enjoyed playing with each other and just the relationships with the team. We enjoyed so much. We laughed a lot. We got serious when needed, and it was just such a great vibe and such a great team, such a great roster that it's just something that's been super hard for me to get over for the past 2 years, ever since Maniac quit from Call of Duty. And it's just kind of been so hard to move on into the future and look forward rather than looking back. And definitely something that I'm bad at is looking forward instead of back. But what can you do? So it's just the way things are. And as much as I would have loved for myself, Nitro, Maniac, and Huntsman to all have reunited in Black Ops 3, I do think that it was for the best. And I should have a video coming up soon, or being uploaded soon about that, but I don't know. But anyways, just kind of comparing the rosters. Back then, the difference is we had Maniac and Nitro, two people who knew what they were doing and turned up when needed. Nitro was super clutch. Liam would just turn up and go off whenever he needed to, and that's how they were. With now we have John and Logic, two players that are more newer to like actually being competitive, like actually being in the competition rather than just, you know, kind of playing UMGs and trying to learn. But like this is their first, actually I don't want to say it's their first team that they actually win a lot with, that they actually have the potential to win a lot with, but it's their first team that they've been as successful with. Now I can't say that as much with Logic, but with John for sure. Like he doesn't have very much experience with winning. Myself and Huntsman, we've won wagers, we won a whole bunch of things. We've won a lot. Myself and Nitro, we played on LAN and placed top 6. So Logic and John, they don't have the experience that Huntsman and I do. So Huntsman and I, we've been playing competitive Call of Duty for years, and Logic started in Ghost, and John started in Ghost, but he also took a lot of breaks in between then. And oops, I just hit my mic, sorry about that. But just the problem with this roster is that it's kind of stressful because before we can win with Nitro and Maniac, we all knew what we were doing. We just started playing together, and we were able to win. With this roster, Huntsman and I have to teach John and Logic what to do in certain situations. We have to basically develop them as players before we can win anything. And John, he takes just like all of his excuses and all that, just really adds to the struggle, to the lack of team chem. And so like he makes up so many excuses. He complains a lot, blames other people a lot, and it gets annoying, and it also frustrates a lot of people. So that's that. But anyways, it's just so much more stressful when you have to teach players how to play with you before you can actually play, instead of like just players learning how to play with each other because they already know what to do individually. So that's definitely the bad part about this roster. But just comparing the two rosters, myself definitely much better now than I am then, and that's kind of a crazy thing to say because I was insane at Ghost. I was so good at the game. My 3-piece sniper on Octane S&D in the 3v3, go look that up. That's a great video. My 30 bomb birthday part 1 and 2, 40 bombs that I have all over the place. There's so many things, and just I streamed a lot, and so it was so much fun, and I'd always get a bunch of people just tuning into my stream, and we'd get some cool clips playing 3v3s and whatnot. And that's probably my biggest regret, is not playing as much competitively lately. Like, I haven't been playing 3v3s, and I took a huge break in AW, and I just haven't been playing as much competitive now. Not pubs, but like just competitively. So that's probably my biggest regret in the last couple of years. But like I said, much better now, and I'm also a lot more consistent. In Ghost, I'd still have bad maps. In this game, it's just absolutely insane because I will literally go off every single game, And yeah, I'll have that one bad map. Maybe every 10 maps I'll have one bad map. But it's just so crazy. And I'll drop like 50, 60, 40s almost every game, 30s guaranteed. And then you have Huntsman, definitely much better now because he can never get any kills in Ghosts. And then you have Logic, can't really judge him, but I'll compare him to Maniac. Logic versus Maniac, they both can turn up and just go completely off. And I know I'm going over the gameplay a little bit, but I promise it's worth it. So, Maniac, his pros, being able to go off whenever needed. Logic goes off as well, and they can both just completely turn up. So they're similar players in that regard. They both play support roles, whereas Logic plays the support or the AR support, and he basically uses only an AR. Whereas Maniac was more of a hybrid. So like if we ever needed two ARs, Maniac would pull out an AR, and other than that, he'd just be our SMG support to kind of support Huntsman on flags and just support whoever needed help. So that's kind of their pros. With the cons, Maniac was better in the way that he knew what he was doing more so. He has more experience. He's been playing since who knows when. He's been playing since before Huntsman and I both, competitively at least. I've been playing since World at War, non-competitively, but just that's the con for Logic, is that he wasn't as good situationally. He didn't have the knowledge that Maniac had. And so that's the difference there. And so overall, I think that Maniac's probably the better player, but I don't know. I don't think I've been teaming with Logic long enough to kind of grant him Maniac status. So we'll see. We'll see in a couple months. But John, I'll compare him to Nitro, and yeah, Nitro blows him out. So that's kind of the only thing that John beats Nitro in is stubbornness. So I say that as in like John would be more stubborn, but no. Nitro is so stubborn. Like just go back and watch 31 Birthday Part 1. I'll try and link it down in the description, but just go back and watch it and just watch how stubborn Nitro is at halftime. It's insane. You guys will be blown away. But other than that, Nitro knew what he was doing. He was a good player. He was super clutch. Like in Ghost, he was probably the most clutch player I knew. And then in AW as well. Like I have a clip saved, and I was gonna put in the SSK Nitro tribute that like he was so clutch. He got this sick. I don't remember if it was a 2-piece or a 3-piece. I think it was 3, but he got this sick. Yeah, it was a 3-piece, but he got a 1v3 3-piece, all on bomb, and it was crazy. So I'm gonna try and link that down in the description as well if I can remember it. But Nitro just much better player than John all around. John's still definitely learning. Whereas Nitro he came up with me, and he's been playing since COD 4, so not as much for him to learn, and that's that. So looking at it, the rosters, sure, on paper this roster might be better, just since myself, I'm a lot better. Huntsman, better than he was. Logic, kind of a toss-up between him and Maniac. I'm still giving Maniac the benefit of the doubt there. And then Nitro, much better than John. So on paper, this roster could contend as well, but it's still not the God Squad. So sucks to say that, but it's not the God Squad. And just kind of watching back those videos makes me realize it's going to take a lot to find that God Squad again that just meshes so well, and that we just have that connection with each other, and that we just win a lot while enjoying each other a lot. So with this roster, yeah, we can win some, we can lose some, but there's a lot of just problems with personalities and attitudes in the team, especially with John, and that's kind of problems on this team. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna try and re-upload part 2, and I think I might be uploading another video today. So yeah, actually, yeah, I'm definitely uploading another video. I'm trying to like perform a marathon upload. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please click the like button below, subscribe, comment if you want to say happy birthday, or if you have any comment suggestions, questions, concerns, any of those, leave those down in the comment section down below. Yeah, I think I said everything. Subscribe for more Call of Duty content, and also have a great day. Just go tell your parents you love them. Make sure, eat your veggies. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Have a great day. Goodbye.